Your heart is pounding, your hands are shaking. You just walked out of that office for the last time, and the world feels like it's collapsing around you. The rent is due in 2 weeks, your credit card bill is sitting on the kitchen counter, your phone keeps buzzing with notifications you're too terrified to check, and all you can think about is one devastating question: what happens now? If you're watching this video within 72 hours of losing your job, then listen very carefully. The next 3 days will determine whether you survive this crisis or spiral into financial catastrophe. Most people make critical mistakes in these first 72 hours that haunt them for months, even years, but you're not going to be one of them. Before we dive into this survival plan, if you find this information valuable, hit that like button, share this video with someone who needs it, and subscribe to this channel. You never know when you'll need this information again, and having it saved could be the difference between making it through or losing everything. The clock is ticking. Let's begin. Right now, you're in shock. Your brain is flooded with cortisol and adrenaline. You're either numb or panicking, and both states are dangerous. Because here's what nobody tells you about job loss. The first thing that gets destroyed isn't your bank account. It's your judgment. In the next 8 hours, you will be tempted to make catastrophic decisions. You'll want to send angry emails. You'll consider posting on social media about how unfair this is. You'll think about confronting your former boss or calling everyone you know to vent. You might even be tempted to make impulsive financial decisions, like immediately canceling everything or worse, going on a comfort spending spree because you feel you deserve it after what just happened. Stop. Do none of these things. Your first mission in the next 8 hours is emotional containment. You need to prevent yourself from making irreversible mistakes while your nervous system is in crisis mode. Here's your immediate action plan. First, you need a pressure release that won't destroy your future. Go somewhere private, your car, a park, your bedroom, and set a timer for 30 minutes. During these 30 minutes, you have permission to completely fall apart. Cry, scream into a pillow, rage, get it all out. This isn't weakness. This is strategic emotional management. Suppressing these feelings will cause them to leak out at the worst possible moments over the next few days. Second, after your 30-minute release, you need to create a communication blackout. Turn off social media apps on your phone. Do not, under any circumstances, post about losing your job online. Every recruiter, every future employer, every networking contact will see it. They will judge you for it. Fair or not, this is reality. Your moment of venting could cost you the next opportunity. Third, you need to tell exactly 3 people within these first 8 hours. Someone who loves you unconditionally, someone who's been through job loss before, and someone who's brutally practical about money. Not your entire contact list, not your social media followers. 3 people. These will be your advisory board for the next 72 hours. Fourth, and this is critical, do not make any financial decisions tonight. None. Don't cancel subscriptions. Don't drain your savings. Don't apply for credit cards. Don't even look at your investment accounts. Your brain is compromised right now. Any financial decision you make in this state has a 90% chance of being wrong. Instead, order something simple for dinner. Not expensive, but not punishing yourself either. Eat it, then go to sleep early. Your body just went through trauma. It needs rest. Set your alarm for 7 a.m. Tomorrow, the real work begins. You wake up on day 2. The panic might hit you again the moment you open your eyes. That's normal. Take a shower, make coffee, sit down at a table with a notebook and pen, not your phone, not your laptop, physical paper. There's something about writing by hand that forces your brain to process reality more clearly. Now we're going to do something most people avoid because it's terrifying. We're going to look directly at the numbers, but we're going to do it systematically so it doesn't paralyze you. At the top of your paper, write today's date, then create 4 columns: essential, important, flexible, and eliminable. In the essential column, write down every expense that, if unpaid, will result in you being homeless without utilities or unable to function. Rent or mortgage, minimum debt payments, basic utilities, essential medication, minimum food budget, car payment if you need it for job hunting, insurance that's legally required. This is your survival number. In the important column, write expenses that matter for maintaining your life quality and employability, but won't immediately destroy you if paused temporarily. Your phone bill, internet, professional subscriptions, gym membership if it's crucial for your mental health, basic grooming services. In the flexible column, put everything that makes life comfortable but can be reduced. Entertainment subscriptions, dining out, hobbies, the premium tier of anything. In the eliminable column, put everything you're paying for that you won't even miss. Be honest. That app subscription you forgot about, that box service you barely use, the insurance policy on a phone you replaced 2 years ago. Now, add up your essential column. This is your burn rate. This is the number you need to survive each month. Write it in large numbers at the bottom of the page. Look at it. Don't panic. Just acknowledge it. Next, calculate your runway. Take your immediately available cash, checking account, easily accessible savings, and divide it by your essential monthly burn rate. This tells you how many months you can survive at absolute minimum before catastrophic failure. If that number is less than 1, you're in crisis mode. If it's 1 to 3, you're in urgent mode. If it's more than 3, you're in strategic mode. Here's what most people don't realize. Your severance package, final paycheck, unused vacation payout, and unemployment benefits can dramatically extend this runway. But you won't get any of those things unless you handle the next steps correctly. Call your former employer's HR department before noon. Be professional. Be calm. Ask these specific questions. What is my final payment timeline? What am I owed for unused vacation or PTO? What is the severance package structure? When does my health insurance end? What are my COBRA options? Can I get a written reference letter? Write down every answer. Then immediately file for unemployment benefits. Don't wait. Don't let pride stop you. You paid into this system. Use it. The application process takes time, and benefits are often backdated only to your filing date, not your termination date. Every day you wait is money you lose. By the end of hour 24, you should have a clear financial picture and your emergency benefits process started. This is progress. Day 2 continues. You've faced the numbers. Now we're going to do something that separates survivors from casualties. We're going to create immediate income options before we start the traditional job search. This is where most advice fails people. Everyone tells you to update your resume and start networking. That's fine for week 2, but right now you need to stop the financial bleeding. You need cash flow, fast. Open a new document. Title it 72-Hour Income Opportunities. We're going to identify money you can generate in the next week, not the next month. Category 1. Immediate assets. What do you own that you can convert to cash within 7 days? Not sentimental stuff, not things you'll desperately need, but what's sitting in your closet, garage, or storage unit that's worth money? High-end electronics you've upgraded from, designer clothes you never wear, furniture you don't need, tools you don't use. List them. By tomorrow, you should have at least 5 items photographed and listed on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, or eBay. Category 2. Gig Economy Bridge. What can you do in the next 48 hours to generate income? Food delivery, grocery shopping services, task-based apps, pet sitting. These aren't careers. They're not beneath you. They're strategic bridge income that keeps cash flowing while you execute your real plan. Sign up for 3 services today. Complete the onboarding. Be ready to work by day 3 if needed. Category 3. Immediate freelance. What professional skill do you have that someone will pay for this week? Not eventually. This week. Can you write? Can you edit? Can you design? Can you consult? Can you teach? Make a list of 10 people or companies who might need this skill right now. Send them a direct, simple message. I have immediate availability for specific skill. Here's what I can deliver by Friday. Category 4. Your network's hidden opportunities. Text 5 people who know your work quality. Don't ask them for a job. Ask them, do you know anyone who needs help with your skill in the next 2 weeks? I have unexpected availability. This is specific, low pressure, and actionable for them. Here's the truth. One of these categories will generate money faster than you expect, but only if you execute today, not tomorrow. Today. By hour 48, you should have financial clarity, emergency benefits filed, assets listed for sale, gig apps ready, and 10 direct outreach messages sent. This is your foundation. It's day 3. You've stabilized your immediate crisis. Now we're going to do something that will determine your medium-term success. We're going to control the narrative. When you lose your job, there's a 72-hour window before people start hearing about it through the grapevine, before the story gets distorted, and before assumptions get made. You need to own this story before it owns you. Create a simple, dignified narrative. Not a defensive explanation, not a bitter rant, not a victim story, a clear, professional narrative that protects your reputation and opens doors. Here's the framework. I'm no longer with company. I'm exploring my next opportunity in your field, specifically focused on specific valuable thing you do. I'm particularly interested in type of work or company. If you know anyone who might benefit from my expertise in specific skill, I'd appreciate an introduction. This narrative does several things. It's honest, it's forward-looking, it demonstrates clarity about your value, and it makes it easy for people to help you. No one can help you if you're vague or emotional. Now, identify 3 tiers of contacts. Tier 1, your professional references. People who know your work is excellent and would vouch for you publicly. Call them personally. Explain what happened briefly and professionally. Ask permission to list them as references. Ask if they know of immediate opportunities. Thank them genuinely. Tier 2, your professional network. People you've worked with, clients you've served, colleagues you've collaborated with. Send them your narrative via LinkedIn or email, not all at once in a blast. Personally, over these 72 hours. Make each message feel individual even if you're using a template. Tier 3, acquaintances and weak ties. These people won't hire you directly, but they might know someone. Post your narrative once on LinkedIn. Professional, clean, forward-looking. Let this cast a wide net while your personal outreach goes deep. During these final 24 hours, you also need to complete these tasks. Update your resume with your most recent role. Update your LinkedIn profile to Open to Work. Gather your portfolio materials, work samples, and proof of results. Create a 1-page professional summary document that you can send to interested parties immediately. But here's what's even more important. Protect your mental health structure. Job loss depression is real and it can swallow you. Set a schedule for tomorrow. Wake up time, job search hours, exercise time, social time, meal times. Treat your job search like a job, but don't let it consume every waking hour or you'll burn out before you get results. Here's what you need to understand. These 72 hours don't determine whether you'll be unemployed. They determine whether you'll be unemployed and in control or unemployed and in chaos. You will get through this. I know it doesn't feel like it right now. I know your stomach is twisted in knots and sleep feels impossible. I know you're questioning everything about yourself, your career, your choices. But this moment doesn't define you. How you respond to it does. The people who survive job loss and come out stronger are the ones who treat it like a crisis that requires systematic management, not a tragedy that requires collapse. You've just been given 72 hours of instructions that most people never get. You have a plan. Execute it. In 72 hours, you won't have a new job yet, but you'll have financial clarity, income bridges activated, emergency benefits processing, assets liquidating, and a communication strategy deployed. You'll be positioned for recovery instead of drowning in panic. The job you lost doesn't determine your future. The next 3 days do. Make them count. If this survival plan helped you, share it with someone who needs it. These 72 hours are critical, and having the right information at the right time can change everything. Subscribe to this channel for more content on navigating career crises and building financial resilience. The next 72 hours start now. Go execute. Go.